In life, you're introduced to different personalities, and you're never quite sure who's going to really form you in terms of your real being and your persona and your existential reality. And in many respects, I learned so much just by sitting in an office next to him and seeing his interpersonal people skills and how he's able to make people feel so much at ease.
My grandfather was Gabbai in not this building, in the old shul on Cannon Street. So I come by it naturally, I guess.
Being a Gabbai, you know everyone's name and their father's names and their mother's names. But it's more than that. He has an interest in these people. He has an interest in their lives. He has an interest in their history. He has an interest in their backgrounds. And it's because he loves the people so much, and they feel it. You have a conversation with him, he doesn't talk about himself. He's interested in getting to know who you are.
It doesn't matter if you're Orthodox, conservative, unaffiliated, nothing to do with Judaism whatsoever, that he is really able to gain the respect and to really connect with people of all different walks of life.
When it came to Jewishness, religion, my grandparents had a profound impact on me growing up. And even today, if I'm about to do something or come to consider something, I sometimes say to myself, what would my grandparents think? How would they react to my decision or my conclusion? And it works.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Lorraine.
Are you going to kosher my silverware, honey?
Yes.
I got some silverware that needs attention here.
Okay. I came to Shalom Village about 8 years ago in the capacity as a mashgiach. And I've established some very close relationships.
Our house was a house before Aaron, and after Aaron it was a Jewish home. He lets us know what it's like to live as an observant, passionate Jewish person, and how we can reflect that in everything we do. People know him, all the staff know him. They ask him questions, they feel they can rely on him.
We love him in this place, he's very valued.
That's very nice of you.
It's very true. It's very true.
If I believed it, my wife was there. She wasn't well, and she was there, and unfortunately passed away there. And I remained on. I think that what I have done, accomplished, or whatever you want to call it, was not up to me, it was up to the Almighty.
What do you think is your greatest accomplishment?
My children.
The greatest testimony to the character of Mr. Shiffman and to Sheila Alea Shalom, who was his Akeret Abayit, who was the loving mother of his children, is seeing their great accomplishments.
My hope for my children and my grandchildren is that they should continue in the way of their forefathers, that they will be charitable, kind, learned, so that there will be no difference between them, that if the resurrection of the dead were to happen today, they would be able to relate to their ancestors without a moment's hesitation. There would be no strangeness at all, that we should be consistent in our love for Hashem and for our people.
The truth is, beyond everything else, I just enjoy being with him, that he's one of my favorite guests I've over at my house. He's one of my favorite people to take a drive with. And he's just a wonderful person just to schmooze and, get advice from.
He also assumes always that people are good. And he finds ways to make them good or to make them right.
He's always been a person that's wanted to help. and that makes a lot of difference.
If you come here at 6 o'clock in the morning and you see the lights on, you know Mr. Shiffman's here. If it's 11:30 at night and you're thinking to yourself, what are the lights still doing on? Because Mr. Shiffman is here.
This is not a job. It's not a function. It's living with love and concern and commitment and responsibilities. And he certainly fulfilled it in all aspects.
This isn't his home away from home. This is his home. And his home, in a sense, is his home away from home.
He really is an Anav. He's a very humble, special person. And what makes him so special is that he doesn't see himself as being so special. He just sees himself as your average Joe.
It's those of us who are not like Aaron that look at someone like him that say, this is a special man.
We have elections, supposed to have every year elections, but we told him, forget about the elections, this is a lifetime job for you. And he's accepting it.
He was the boss. So if you want to know something, right up to the present time, he's still the boss.
Beautiful man, beautiful man.